Alright, now we're on to section 2.7, and we're going to talk about combining like terms. Alright, first we're going to go over the keywords for this section, starting with actually terms. What is a term? Okay, a term is any collection of numbers or variables together. Okay, so types of terms would be x. X could be a term by itself. It's a variable, but it falls under the category of terms. 3x is a term. 4 is a term. Negative 8 is a term. Okay, 4x squared is a term. Okay, within each term you may have different things as well. All right, but each is a term. Okay, if we had 4x minus 8, well then you have two terms here. 4x is a term, and this minus 8 is a term too. Okay? Within terms you have what's called a coefficient. A coefficient is the number in front of the variable. Alright, so if I have 5x to the fourth, the coefficient is 5, the number in front of the variable. Okay? X is a variable, and then remember 4 is the power or exponent. Okay? Alright, but the coefficient is 5 itself. Like terms. Like terms are terms in the expression that have the same variable and same power. Let's go back to red. Same variable and same power. So we'll take 5x to the fourth again. A like term for 5x to the fourth would be 3x to the fourth. Okay, because they have the same variable and same power. Okay, also 3y and 6y are like 8y are like terms. Okay, but 3y and 5x to the fourth are not, because they don't have the same variable or power. Simplified expression. A simplified expression is when all your terms and all your terms are as small as they could get. Okay, so if we have an expression that's 8x plus 3y minus 8 plus 4y minus 6x, okay, what we want is to simplify this expression as best as we can. Alright, condense it a little bit. Alright, and we're going to do that by combining like terms. Alright, and actually in this problem we should get 2x plus 7y minus 8. That would be the simplified expression from this expression here. Alright, and we're going to show you how to do that next. Okay, first we're going to identify like terms. What are my like terms? Well, they have to have the same variable with the same power. Alright, so here, and what I like to do is draw underlines to identify like terms. You could use squares, circles. I'll do one of each, and you could decide. Alright, so 3x, is there a like term with 3x? Well, do you see any other variables of x? Let's go through our expression. No, there's no other 3x. There's no other x variables, so it's by itself. Okay, so we have 3x. Alright, and then 2y. Are there any y variables? Yeah, I see this 4y here. Okay, so we have 2y, positive 2y, and we have 4y. Okay, and then the last, we have negative 5. Okay, negative 5 is a number. Do we have any other numbers here? We have positive 3, so we have negative 5 and positive 3. Okay, and all we're doing right now is just identifying the like terms. Alright. Here, for the second one, we have 4x, and I'm going to use shapes this time to identify my like terms. So I have 4x. Do I have any other x's in my expression? Yeah, I do. I have 3x. So I have 4x and 3x. Do I have any, my next one is negative 5y, so do I have any other y's? Yeah, I have this negative 2y. So I have negative 5y and negative 2y. Alright, and then last, I use a triangle for the last one. It's all by itself. I have positive 8. Okay, so that's how I identify like terms. You can choose either method, whatever you want to do. Alright, combining like terms. Let's combine them now. Alright, so I have 11y and 6y. Alright, they are like terms. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to add or subtract the coefficients. Alright, again, the coefficient is the number in front. So we're going to add our coefficients. We have 11 and 6. So we're going to take 11 plus 6, and again, our term, the like term is y, so 11 plus 6y, or 11 plus 6 is 17, so 17y is your answer. Alright, 2x, 3x, and negative 5x are like terms. So what we're going to do is we're going to take 2, positive 3, and negative 5, and we're going to combine them, and the term is x. And then we have this negative 5 over here, and that's all by itself, so we're just going to write it off to the side. Alright, let's combine like terms. 2 plus 3 minus 5 is actually 0, 0x, and we have this minus 5. Alright, well, what's 0 times x? 0. So we have 0 minus 5, and we just are left with negative 5. Alright, now we're going to use the distributive property with combining like terms. Alright, when you have something that's in the distributive property, you have to do it first. You have to do it first. Actually, I messed up with that circle because this plus 3 goes with, this plus sign goes with the 3. Okay, so we have to do that first. So we have 3 times x, and then 3 times negative 3. 3 times x, and then 3 times negative 3. Well, that's going to be 3x, and then 3 times negative 3 is negative 9, minus 9. Alright, then we have this 4 still, and we're not multiplying the 4, we're adding it. Okay? We're combining it to the rest of the problem. So, what are my like terms? So after I distribute, alright, I'm going to combine like terms. Alright, what are my like terms? I have a 4. Do I have any other numbers in my problem? Yeah, I do. I have 4 and 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 and 9 plus negative 9. Okay? Now there's no variables to that, so we're just going to simplify that. And then I have this positive 3 over here by itself. No other like terms with the x value. Alright, so 4 plus negative 9. Alright, remember our addition. When we have different signs, we find the difference. So we're going to take the difference of 9 and 4. Alright, and we're going to take the sign of the bigger number. The bigger number here is 9, so my answer is going to be negative. 9 minus 4 is 5, so my answer is going to be negative 5. Alright, and then we have this 3x positive. We're just going to bring it down and add it with our negative 5. Okay, and we're done from here because negative 5 and positive 3x are not like terms. They both don't have the variable x. One has the variable x, one doesn't. Alright, they need to have the same variable as well as the same exponent. Alright, next one, we have the distributive property twice, so let's distribute first. Okay, so we have 2 times x, and then 2 times 4. 2x, and then 2 times 4 is 8, and that's a positive 8. Here we have negative 4 times x, and negative 4 times negative 7. Well, negative 4 times x is negative 4x, and negative 4 times negative 7 is positive 28. Okay, do we have signs in between each term? Yeah, we do. Okay, now we're going to combine like terms. I have 2x, and I have a like term of negative 4x. So I'm going to combine the coefficients. 2 plus negative 4x. And then I have plus 8 and plus 28. So I'm going to combine those. I'll put a plus sign here, it doesn't matter. Alright, 2 plus negative 4, different signs, positive 2, negative 4. Find the difference, and then take the sign of the bigger number. In this case, 4 is negative, so we're going to take negative. Alright, 4 minus 2 is 2, so my answer is going to be negative 2. And don't forget the variable, which is x. Alright, then I'm going to combine these two terms. 8 plus 28, same sign. Combine the numbers, and then take the sign. So I'm going to get plus 36. Okay? Try a few on your own, and ask me questions if you have any. Good luck.